My name is Matt. A lot of people used to know me as Gumby many years ago. I'm here to protest against the abuses and the criminality that is rife within Narconon International, and specifically right now, Narconon of Georgia, which is, as you can see, we have a few deaths here. We're basically protesting because of this death of this young man right here, Patrick Desmond. Patrick's family put his life in the hands of Narconon of Georgia, and specifically Mary Reeser, the director of Narconon of Georgia. She let him down. The poor guy died. She needs to pay for her crimes.
Absolutely. Poop in his pants. He's being cornered.
Mary Reeser lied. This boy died while in the care of Narconon.
We can help. We're here for you guys.
Patrick Desmond died in the care of Mary Reeser. Here in Georgia, that Narconon is a criminal organization run by a Scientologist through and through. And Mary Reeser has lied to people. Lied. I mean, you're supposed to be able to look up to the director of a program. But that director is supposed to be a beacon to help you get better. Lying to the public in order to advance herself within Scientology is not going to pass.
Do you believe like it's a turnkey operation? They just, everyone, because like when I went to my rehab, they treated everybody with different stages. They're all one size fits all, just doesn't work. In rehab. Yes. Mental illness and alcohol.
They don't offer anybody any tools in order to actually address their addiction.
Life tools, yeah.
Life tools to address their addiction. What they do is they teach you Scientology. It is an introduction into Scientology. You shouldn't have that forced on you. You should have the option. And I feel sorry for the people that are trying to get better and they're on the path to getting better, and yet they take a left turn and end up in Narconon. I mean, that's just horrible. I mean, Narconon's based on nothing. Absolutely nothing.
How much money does Narconon bring into Scientology, you think?
It's to my understanding that nationwide, Narconon branches make $1 million and send it to international, and then a portion of that every week, 10% of that $1 million is sent to ABLE, which is Scientology. So you figure they're banking Scientology's banking well over $100,000 a week. That's a great cash cow. You know, it's a scam.
So this is what's keeping them in business, because they've milked all their cult members out of so much money. They're running out of money, and they've been doing. How long has Narconon's been actually running?
Honestly, right off the top of my head, I know that it was someone interpreted it in prison and turned it into Criminon back in the late 60s, early 70s, in 68. And, you know, the sad thing is, you know, as an activist, you're torn between, you know, you don't want to berate these poor people that are trying to get help through Narconon, but you got to give them the information that it's a dead-end street. I have friends that went through Narconon. They're still addicted. They can't leave their house. They hide from their addiction. In other words, there was no tools for them to be able to function out in society.
To leave the toxic environments and...
That's right. Yeah. They just stay home. They don't use, but they just stay home. They have no life. Why? Because Narconon didn't give them any tools to be able to function in a normal, forward-thinking society.
You know what's weird about that? To be a Scientologist, you can't have drug addiction, can you? Well, I mean, isn't that part of their deal?
Well,
What are you gonna do with the video?
Whatever I pay you.
I'm just
Absolutely
curious.
not. Please do.
Yeah, can we take a picture?
Feel free. Please do. Spread the word. Spread the word.
If you saw the show or heard the article on WSB Radio a few weeks ago about them,
Yeah, I know all about the story.
well,
I was
that's
locked up when I was 13 in another place, so I understand exactly what you're doing.
I'm actually a certified addiction counselor.
So what's your thoughts?
A real certified addiction
That is
counselor.
correct.
as
Through
opposed
Georgia
to
Association of
they've been running basically an unlicensed facility for a decade now,
Yeah.
and the state has known about it for years. People have reported it many times.
They haven't done anything is what concerns
They're
me.
paying their pockets. It's all kickback.
Partly-
the money changing hands
well,
is incredible.
It
Well,
may
they
be
have-
that, or
it's a-
maybe
it's a lot of
they're
money.
afraid to go after an organization that has enough money behind it as the cult of Scientology.
What it is, why, really want to know why they've survived so long in Georgia? Basically, our politicians, no one ever vetted. Nobody vets what Narconon is. They think, oh, okay, there's good people trying to help people. Okay, and so they get away with that. They don't know this part. It's Scientology.
Yeah, they don't realize that.
And then after 10 odd years,
Anti-scientific practices.
Yeah.
after 10 odd years of schmoozing politicians and everything, you get kind of, a good old boy system and you get entrenched. And the Georgia legislator has not given the DCH, Department of Community Health, the bite in the teeth to enforce
Yeah.
some laws here.
Yeah.
And even
It's
the
not
laws
just
they
in
can
Georgia.
enforce, they haven't.
Everywhere.
So, no, it's Oklahoma's the same way. In Canada, they recently closed down the main one in Canada
Yeah.
because their practices were so
Look at Oklahoma.
They killed 3 people in the last 9 months. Three people have died.
Since October 26th of last year.
I mean, when you look at what the modality
And they all
is,
get
Now,
settled, but
let
the
me
thing
ask
is
you a
that
question.
Scientology will settle them and it won't.
Let me ask you a question about the
I'm from
deaths.
Clearwater,
Okay.
so
Okay.
I know all about
Yeah, we've seen the mothership.
the mothership.
Down there. So let me ask you a question. Okay, so the people that have died, how did they die?
Well, I can.
Do you know?
Yes, I do.
I figured you did if you had the thing.
Casey here. Now I'm from Oklahoma.
Okay,
Okay,
all
so
right.
I'm much more specific
That's cool.
on Oklahoma on
Uh-huh.
details. Casey was what they call a retread or a repair.
Sure,
okay,
sure.
She's gone through. I think it was the 3rd time
Yeah.
that she went through, and or no, excuse me, no, I'm getting that confused. She didn't pass away. Her name is an active court case in Oklahoma. Heather Landmeyer. They dumped her. What they do in Oklahoma, and I'm sure they do here too, is whenever you get on the outs and they're needing to get rid of you, then they don't get you somewhere else where you get help. They take you to homeless shelters
Okay.
and just dump you at a homeless shelter or at the bus station or at the airport
Alright.
with whatever money you had in your books. And there you go, get out of here. Well, they did that with Heather Landmeyer, and she ended up using ODing. Now she is in a vegetable state. Casey, she had pneumonia, and they just would not get her care because they don't believe in medicine, right? So they waited too long, and they finally got her life flighted from the Eufaula Hospital to the Tulsa Hospital by the time they landed she passed. Gabe passed away. I can't say too much. This is, I guess, reporters go through this because these are active cases right now. Gabe passed away while being in the sauna program. He was pleading with headaches and just, not feeling good. And next morning they found him dead. Hillary, she had a heart defect and she was on meds, a very rare disease.
Sure.
And of course, what they do, they confiscate your medicine. The first thing you do when you go in is what they did with me with my high blood pressure medicine. Yeah, kind of, especially withdrawing and all that. Well, she didn't make it 2 days. 2 days, she was dead in the program.
Now, have all of you been through Narconon?
I know we expected some media today, but they were unable to make it. But I did receive something that Pete Combs and Christian Boone wanted read at the protest. It says, as journalists, neither Christian Boone of the AJC, Jody Fleischer of WSB TV, nor I can take a pro or con position on most issues. But the story of Narconon, both in Georgia and worldwide, is so utterly disturbing that it offends even those of us most determined to be objective. As journalists, then, it's our job to call the public's attention to this issue and to follow developments in this story as it progresses through courts of law and through the court of public opinion. I marvel at your group. Your dedication to airing Narconon's secrets is remarkable because you shoot straight, you seldom miss, and your research is exhaustive. I wish I had your sourcing capabilities and am glad to be able to partake in them when they are offered. I know that it seems as if mainstream media swoops in, makes a big noise, and then moves on, but I hope you've seen that Christian, Jody, and I are in this for the long haul. As you've seen this week, we have already revisited the Desmond versus Narconon case once. I can tell you with certainty we will do so again as early as next week. That story will be even bigger than what you've seen so far. Please forgive my absence today. I'd like to say I'm home relaxing, but I'm on another story regarding homeless veterans. Mary Reeser would have me believe you are terrorists aimed at destroying a valuable member of the community. From all that I have seen, your group is a dedicated watchdog that has, for years, been pointing to a problem the rest of us are only now beginning to understand. Thank you. I hope to have the privilege of working with you in the days and weeks to come.
Amen.
Very nice.
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you. I never knew that I was considered a terrorist.
Well,